Hi, my name is Julia and I'm going to be focusing on folate in women pre-pregnancy. So the literature review summary found that folate is a B vitamin which is naturally found in foods such as green leafy vegetables, fruits and legumes. It also focused on neural tube defects, which are severe birth defects of the central nervous system, which results in the neural tube not closing properly. Evidence from observational studies also found that folic acid consumption for women in the preconception stage acts to reduce the risk of neural tube defects. So as a whole, the literature review summary found that folic acid is a better source than natural folate for women in pre-pregnancy, as it is absorbed better by the body. So the aim of this project was to investigate the effect of folic acid versus folate in natural sources in women preparing for pre-pregnancy. It was also aimed to reduce the chance of the fetus developing a neural tube defect. The nutrition education resource that will be developed will target women in the periconceptual stage, and it will be a type of commercial that will be shown in obstetrician offices or local GPs, and will discuss the benefits of folate and more specifically folic acid. So it is hypothesized that peer-reviewed literature as a result of a systematic review will reveal folic acid being the most beneficial for women to consume in the periconceptional stage. So the methodology was mainly used for a systematic review. The target population was women in pre-pregnancy, as mentioned before. The databases that were used was Sinal and Medlin, and the search terms that were used to find the peer-reviewed articles was folic acid, folate, and pregnancy or neural tube defects. So the main findings that were collated were found from 5 main articles. They were titled Periconceptional Folic Acid and Risk for Neural Tube Defects Among Higher Risk Pregnancies, Neural Tube Defects, Folate and Neural Tube Defects, Folic Acid Supplementation During Preconception Period, which was a systematic review, and Benefits and Risk of Fortifying Flour with Folic Acid to Reduce the Risk of a Neural Tube Defect. So all of these articles as a whole had main themes and similar themes that were found. And this was that the intake of folic acid is beneficial in decreasing the risk of the fetus developing a neural tube defect. And all of these articles were supported by statistics and scientific research that actually supported their points that were made. The differences that occurred was the controversy that still remains about the adequacy of fortification levels, and that it is difficult to determine how much fortification will actually decrease the risk of a neural tube defect. These differences don't really add much bulk to the systematic review, as fortification of flour was not a main topic that was researched. The main topic was, as a whole, folic acid acts to reduce a neural tube defect. So a strength of the research study was that similar themes were found throughout the data collection. These similar themes allowed for a thematic analysis to be produced, which granted all factors relating to folic acid and neural tube defects to be understood. Whereas a limitation of this study was that there were a lack of opposing statements. So this made it difficult to understand all aspects of the research topic and break down both sides of the findings. And it also lacked no mention of cases that folic acid didn't actually work, because I'm sure that there are cases of folate being consumed and women still giving birth to a baby that has a neural tube defect. So the practical implications of this research study as a whole is that it's able to be used in dietetic environments, GPs and also obstetricians. The aim of the education resource, which is a commercial, is to guide and inform women in the pre-pregnancy stage and the importance of consuming folic acid. And the commercial will also be useful to depict that folic acid is the preferred source as gathered from the research that was carried out. And this is just my reference list.